What's up, guys? How are you guys doing? In this video, we're gonna be doing a long overdue of CZN, guys. Okay, and in this video, I want to talk to you guys about if you guys should be summoning for Diana or not. Okay, the reason I say this is because there's a very important thing coming up, and you guys need to be aware before going all in on Diana. Okay, we're gonna talk about her kit, and then I'll tell you guys why you guys should not be summoning for her. At least now, okay, not at the moment, right? So let's get to her and let's talk about her kit, right? So her kit is very similar to Renoa, where whenever you similar to Renoa, where whenever she discards cards, different like type of bullet cards, she pretty much just does extra attacks, right? Which is very cool, and that's one of the best like fun playstyle in CZN. So yeah, very cool right there. Okay, so let's talk about what she does, right? So we got her first skill right here with her damaging card right here that says with all my heart, and what it does is it will do 100% damage and it will create 2 heartbreaker cards. Okay, these are pretty much her bullet cards. Okay, yeah, you could think of them as her bullet cards. So what this heartbreaker do is, so the heartbreaker does 80% damage when you use it, and I will be able to discard 1 random bullet cards. Okay, it could be any bullet card you have on hand. Okay, so you can use somebody like Luke, and she's able to discard those bullet cards from Luke. Okay, or you can use Reno as well, right? And then the second part is, if this card is discarded, right? When you use this, it's going to go into the discard pile, right? What does it will do 120% extra attack to random enemy, right? So that's her follow-up mechanic similar to Reno, right? Where if you discard this card, she's going to do damage, right? Very cool right there. And then you have her See Mary, Milk and Pong. Crazy name, by the way. So what this does is it will create 2 Heart Shaker cards. And this one's a bit different, right? This one is Heartbreaker, and she have another one called Heart Shaker, right? And what this Heart Shaker does is it does have a blade, haste, and exhaust, right? So it does, the fact that this thing got haste is actually really good, because this whenever you use this, it will not decrease the turn meter or the action count of the enemy, which is really good, right? So very good. So what does it does have 1 resonance, right, when you use it, and then it will discard 1 random card. This is from draw pile, right? This is specific from the draw pile, not your hand. Okay, it will be able to discard any cards. It doesn't have to be specific to bullet cards, similar to the Heartbreaker. This is any cards, right? This one is all specific to bullet cards. This one is any cards, right? It will be able to discard, right? Yeah. So discard 1 random card from the draw pile, and the second part is, if this card is discarded, right, 2 resonance to a random enemy. So if you have this thing in your draw pile, and you discard it using this thing, you're actually gonna get the second effect, where if this card is discarded, 2 resonance to random enemy. And resonance pretty much another extra attack mechanic right here. So right here, right, on card discarded, 80% extra attack, then decrease 1 resonance by 1, right? Yeah, decrease resonance by 1. So this is another mechanic to add on top of her other extra attacks right here. Okay, so yeah, if you have more resonance, you'll be able to you'll be doing more extra attack, right? Very simple to understand. And we have this one right here, which is a Pistol of Purification, and this is a Blade and Cutus card right here. Okay, this Cutus card is actually very important. Keep that in mind. Okay, what Cutus means is, when this card discarded, activate this card, right? This card cannot be moved from the used card pile for this turn, right? So whenever you use one of these Cutus cards, you can only use them once. Okay, every turn. Okay, you'll not be able to recycle them and then put them in your hand and then use them again. Okay, so it's not going to work like that. You can only use them 1 time per turn. Okay, and what does it? So 120% damage, 2 resonance, which is your extra attacks right here. Okay, the 80% extra attack. And then if this card is discarded, right, keep that in mind, right? Activate resonance inflicted 2 on the target by this unit 3 more times, right? This is absolutely broken, by the way. If you have a lot more resonance stacks on the enemy, guys, then yeah, you're gonna be doing so many extra attacks, guys. Okay, whenever you use this, because it will pretty much, right? If this card is discarded, activate resonance inflicted on the enemy target by this unit 3 more times, right? Which is crazy, right? So yeah, she's gonna be she's gonna be shooting like crazy right here. Okay, so very cool right there. And then you got this one right here, which is a Blooming Love card right here. Draw 1 cutest card, right? Like I said, right? She have 1 cutest card right here. She have another cutest card right here. Not this one actually. Yeah, she have this one as well, right? And both of these cards, this one can create Heartbreaker cards, and this one can do damage, right, and procs those raise one stuck right here. So this card is very good right there, okay. And it's you could actually duplicate this card, so yeah, very cool right there. So draw one cute cards, and it also lets you discard 2 cards, right. I think this is randomly, right, it will discard 2 cards randomly, okay, which is, you know, it would have been better if they let you pick which cards you want to discard, but you know, it's fine. And then she have her last card right here, Liberated Feeling. Draw 2 exhaust bullet cards, and then 300% damage increase, right? 300% damage, and then increase damage amount of. Okay, so this one, whenever you use it, it will draw 2 exhaust bullet cards, and then it will do 300% damage, okay? But then it will also increase damage amount by 30% for each different bullet card in hand, okay. So if you have a bunch of these cards right here, the Heartbreaker cards, and if you have a bunch of these guys right here, right, the Heart Shaker cards and stuff like that, yeah, this thing gonna hit like a truck, okay, because it's adding 30% damage to this card right here, right, to the 300%. So yeah, very cool. You kind of want to hold on to this, and you know, you want to use it when you have a bunch of bullet cards on hand. It could be, I think, yeah, it could be, yeah, each different bullet card. So you could use somebody like Luke, right, and his bullet card also buffs this right here, which is crazy. And you could use somebody like Renoa. She's also going to be able to buff this card as well, right? So very strong card right there, okay. So this is pretty much her main damaging source, outside of her extra attacks right here, using her bullet cards right here. And then she have her ultimate. Her ultimate is actually amazing. So what it does is, as soon as you use it, it will create one Cupid shot. And Cupid shot is this card right here. What it does is, it's a bullet and a Cutis card as well. 120% damage, 60% extra attack to a random enemy for each bullet card in hand, which is very good right there, okay. So more extra attack from this and more damage from this, so very good. It's another bullet card she could use. Very cool, right? And it will also create 2 Heart Bullet cards right here, which is amazing. So it will create the Heartbreaker or Heart Shaker cards right here as well. So yeah, more bullet for you, more stuff to do with her right here, okay. So very strong effect. And if you look at her ego manifestation, her first ego manifestation is whatever, guys. This is just gonna buff this thing right here, the draw amount on this, and then yeah, it's nothing crazy. But the E2 right here, this thing is broken, guys, okay. So what this does is, each time an ally discard a card, gain 2 flutter, which is crazy, right? And what flutter does is, at the end of this turn, 200% extra attack to the target with the highest maximum HP, and increase damage amount of the extra attack by 10% for each flutter. Then decrease all flutter at the start of the turn, max 20 stacks. This is absolutely broken, okay. Her E2, absolutely disgusting E2, guys, okay. That is broken, okay. This one's also really good, because what it does is, it will instead of creating only 2 Heart Bullet cards, you could actually create 4 Heart Bullet cards. So yeah, her E2 and E3, absolutely disgusting passives right here, okay. Of course, the higher you go, it's a lot higher, but most people, they probably gonna stick with like E1 or E2, right, depending on how much resource they have, right. So yeah, but yeah, so this one does 30% damage amount to Diana's extra attacks, which is really good, and then 1% plus 1% damage amount to Diana's extra attacks for each flutter that Diana owns, right. So yeah, if you have E2, E4 gonna buff the E2 as well, right, which is crazy, right. No, the E2 will buff her E4, because yeah, for each flutter stack you have, this thing can stack up to 20 times, which is crazy. And then yeah, you're gonna get more damage to the extra attacks right here, which is crazy, right. And then this one is just basic potential upgrades. And then you have her E3 right here, E6 I mean. Each time an ally discard a card, gain an additional 2 flutter, which is crazy right here, and increase the max stack count of flutter by 10. That is disgusting, bro. So this flutter stack can stack up to 30 times, okay. So you can get up to 30 stacks of this flutter using her E6, which is crazy, right. And then each time Diana's flutter attacks, each flutter stacks to 30, right, which is crazy, right. You get the 30 from this. Each time Diana's flutter stack to 30, ally inflict 200% extra damage to a random enemy, which is crazy, right. Yeah, her dupes are absolutely disgusting, right. Her E2, E4 and E6 got crazy synergy right here. So yeah, but I think E2 is the best one to go for, just to get that 20 flutter stacks right here, okay. But now show you guys summoning for Diana, okay. I want to say this, okay. Anniversary, the half anniversary is very close, guys, okay. So I highly recommend you guys, okay, to at least wait up to April 18th to see what they have prepared for us, okay? Because I've seen what kind of character the anniversary can be, and she looks amazing, okay? You guys don't want to miss out on her, okay? And she's definitely going to be a limited character, right? Our second limited unit after Serenial. So, I highly recommend you guys to not summon on Diana right now, okay? Just wait until the anniversary happens, and as you can see, I have 130 summon. I am going to save those and wait for the anniversary, right? So yeah, I'm telling you guys, if you guys, I just show you guys the anniversary unit, man. Yeah, she's gonna be the potential anniversary unit, guys. Okay, so you guys don't want to miss out on her. So I highly recommend you guys do not summon on Diana right now. Okay, wait, hold it off. Okay, do not summon for her, and maybe wait until the anniversary reveal on the 18th, right? This thing gonna be lasting for 26 days. Okay, so you guys have plenty of time to just wait for it, for the anniversary reveal, and then summon for her, okay? Just keep that in mind, okay? Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and see you guys on the next video, and bye bye. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and yeah, see ya.